Welcome to Virginia Tech, and you've said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Looking for room, it's Mobley. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3 yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll ride him again. There he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15 yard pickup.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. There's a little room there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that or pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moves the pocket. It's Odom. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Graham. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Drives inside, and that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense. This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. In the red area, it's Danzy. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Walton. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
Bolton. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Great job by the back on the option.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. The give. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Powers inside. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Out wide left, it's Heath. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. A run for the quarterback. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Turns up, it's Heath. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Baker. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
I love the play design, I love the decision, I love the throw, and I hate the catch. That is a play you gotta make on third down.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Gotta make the play on fourth. Buying time to his right. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Uh-oh, look out. Past the 45. Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown assignment. The official says no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here come the Irish, back on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Maybe some... Got enough space. Touchdown, Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From deep, it's Keith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Unloads in the nick of time.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Dropping back, it's Baker. Got his man in the middle. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Buying time to his right. Going to try to get it himself. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And back to the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Craver. Still on his feet at the 45. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Moving the pocket, it's Baker. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Let's it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a crease. Pass to 6. Racing to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Right down the middle. That one's not even close.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Another 3rd down stop for this defense, and they're excited, but you always kind of got to watch. Like, they shouldn't go for it on 4th down here in their own end, but this team has shown they are not scared. 4th down is just another down. They will stay aggressive. I don't know if they read the analytics or not, but it usually says 4th down, and I'm going for it.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for space. It's Young. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's the Jayhawks in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Quick catch. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Got it out across the 50-yard line and not stopped until he brought it to the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half, they were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Snags it and he's open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Put 6 on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Heath. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to pass. It's Odom. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Coming out with it, it's Heath. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They'll need about 6 here on 2nd down from the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Baker. Here comes the Heat. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Right side, it's Mobley. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd down, and they'll try the jet sweep. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Needs it. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. 3rd and long right here. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.